There's a line there though that I wanted to call out in that first scene, and this goes back to our discussion previously about the difference between this series and Mayfair. In my head, like a family of birds, many voices, but also one voice. That's how Paul describes it right there in the first scene, first time we meet him. That's a
Mm,
line straight out of the book, or they take a line from the book and they adapt it into a dialogue. Anne had a way with words.
right.
And the thing that this series gets right is that they use those words as often as is applicable. Sometimes they do not even apply them in the way that Anne had applied them, and yet they adapt and use the artistry. We have discussed again and again, and we'll talk more with this rewatch about the changes that this series made to Anne's original story and how it ends up working most of the time. The changes in the story in an adaptation are not the problem for the Mayfair series. It's the lack of respect for the original artistry.
Yeah.
That's where they failed, and that's where Interview succeeded.
Yeah, you really can't leave the poetry of it behind, even if it's set in a more modern time. Like Mayfair is definitely set. It would seem in our time period we're in right now, roughly. It seems to be like modern time. It just she writes so well. Why would you not have them say things that she's written? It's just beyond me. It's so strange. It's the pushing against the text that we've dealt with the Mayfair series is just a real challenge for me as a fan and as a watcher, a viewer of it.